Okay, Tuesday, 2nd of September 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Money, aka Bitcoin, is in part a waiting slash patience game. HODL, really, a game of patience. Now, one thing I've subtly noticed with my clients is that, in some way, at a meta level, a big picture view, is that it is a waiting game. The money will eventually be in my bank account. It's just a question of will it be there today, or in 3 hours, or tomorrow, or next week, or this time next week. Things like that. Or maybe in 2 weeks. This day, but in 2, 3, 4 weeks. So really it's a patience game in that regard, with regards to it will be there eventually, just wait. It's quite inevitable, especially when you look at the rules and regulations, whatever else. Okay, patience. Now, I once in a blue moon I play a nice little financial board game, Cashflow 202 by Robert Kiyosaki. It's like Monopoly, but a little more complicated. There's Cashflow 101 and Cashflow 202. So essentially, we go through the rat race and we have different challenges in order to um, have different investments and avoid certain situations and manage our balance sheet, things like that, increasing our passive income in excess of our um, uh, expenses. Very nice. So, in that game, I've noticed that as it continues, eventually everyone wins. A game that's long enough in time, everyone will be quite rich in the game, have a lot of assets, be cash rich and asset rich and cash flow rich, and essentially, ultimately, eventually win the game in their own way. And that's a patience game as well. But notice in both, it's also a focus with the game, in the sense that I'm sticking close to this. Focus being follow on course until success. But it's patience. I'm working towards something exact, and in due time, in the right day, in the right moments, not necessarily the right moon, but the right moment in time, things fall into place. That's beautiful. That is reassuring, because at a deeper level, to have seen the success in these games, Cashflow 202, everyone eventually gets rich, everyone eventually wins. That gives hope in life. Hope is a powerful thing with regards to keep chipping away at the goals, financial goals in this case, keep chipping away at it, and eventually you'll get it. It'll take time, take a while, but it'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen. Now, Bitcoin. We can apply the same thing about Bitcoin. The longer your time horizon with it, the easier it'll be. Let's put it broadly, to be in the green, let's say. Because there's a lot of forces acting in your favor by going long on Bitcoin. The 200-week moving average, for example, the positive feedback loop, this flywheel, as I've discussed many times. As these forces and aligned incentives, different people have the same incentive and they all get aligned, all these things come together, which gives credence to that meme that Bitcoin is inevitable. All roads lead to Bitcoin, therefore Bitcoin is inevitable. Very interesting. So really, in some way, at a meta level, a lot about money is wealth. A lot about money is patience. Patience. Chipping away at something repeatable. That's very important. Repeatable. The same thing again and again and again. Again. Tomorrow, doing the same thing again next week. Same thing again next month. Same thing again next year. That's powerful. That's very beautiful, that is. Because it's very reliable and consistent. And also at the same time, doing nothing, hodling, being patient, is easy on paper, but it's this action bias, it's this fidgetiness of mankind. Easy on paper, but in practice, in spirit, it's hard. Just do nothing. Oh, just go to sleep. Do nothing. But that's hard for people to do. I can understand why. It's human nature. It's this fidgeting desire to do something is activity. But on paper, it's easy. I saw a great tweet a few years ago now by Dylan Leclerc. He's a Meta planner now, doing something with that, and talked about there's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, and then look at the time horizon. Yeah, you're right. It's very interesting. Yeah. But like with the clients, Like with cash flow 202, eventually things happen. And this is an interesting thing with life, as I mentioned earlier, that you keep focused on something, eventually you'll get it. I'm reading this book right now, and it's quite dense. But I know that if I read 1 page a day, just 1 page every single day, eventually I'll finish the whole thing. Yes, it might take a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Yes. But eventually, that's the key word there. Eventually, bit by bit, step by step, brick by brick. That's powerful. Very, very powerful. Patience. Patience. What is that saying again? Patience is a virtue. Patience is a good quality to have. Virtue, good quality to have. Very nice. Especially as you understand the direction where the world is going, the first principles of finances and beyond. The more you understand, actually, yes, it's a feedback loop there as well. The more you understand, the more conviction you have, the easier it'll be to be patient. Powerful stuff. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff mentioned now. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.